Thanks, Sierra. Why is this not? Ah, there we go. Okay. Thought that the Sierra logo was a walrus. Wait a minute. What? You're not an idiot, but I need to know. Hold on. Do over. I'm thinking of this as a walrus. I could kind of see, or like a whale. I could see a whale for sure. I could buy that. I could buy that. Yeah. All right. Why can you not see the game now? Hello? Yeah. Why not? You should be able to. It's open. It's not called Goblin's Quest. That might be why. Why does it still think that's what we're playing? It's Corn's fault. There we go. Whoa, it's big. Well, I think that was the same size as yesterday. I hope so, because that's what we're rolling with. Here we go. Monastery lost in the woods. I blame the walrus. Wait, that was a mix of Moana and my brain wanted it to be the Beatles. Monastery? Yes, this is it. Okay, we literally just got into the monastery. We got across the foggy, boggy bog. Not without dying a time or two. And we got into the monastery and we are trying to retrieve Sam and Dean. I don't know what their names are. I think one of them actually is Sam, maybe actually Sam. I don't know. The sons of the seamstress in the woods. So this is where we are. I've set the scene. Our ransom and our outlaws are still the same amount. No one's died. We haven't gotten any money. Our score is our score. So that's good, I think. This is me. Oh, no, okay. So I can't look in these individual cells, I don't think. These cells are cold and sparsely furnished. These monks lead an ascetic life. Time to learn a new word. Today's word of the day is aspire. Just so you know. According to Merriam-Webster. Aspire. Aspira if you're playing Final Fantasy X. Ascetic means characterized by or suggesting the practice of severe self-discipline and abstention from all forms of indulgence, typically for religious reasons. Okay. Well, that feels very appropriate here. The pointy bit on a church, yes. Aspire. Held up by a buttress. I always want to call it a buttress, but a butte is a totally different thing. It does. Yes, Corn. Yep. Like something that you look up to, kind of a thing. Like I aspire to be like Grace Helbig. I don't know. Yes, I did. You're right, Corn. We're just joking. You are right. That is the word of the day. The door to this tower. You also aspire to be like Grace Helbig. I mean, she's great, right? At least a decade have I aspired to be like. How long has she been on YouTube? Probably that long. I'm gonna pretend it's that long. I have a poster with her signature on it. I have a shirt that says get hazed. Whatever the thing she used to say that's kind of toxic now, actually, but you've been hazed or something. Anyways. The door to this tower is locked. I have a hunch the prior lives here. That's where the prior may live. A monk stands guard over a prisoner that's being tortured in this tower. Hopefully that's not one of the sons. There are spiral stairs leading upward in this tower. Okay, probably this one too. They kind of just look like grubs. I used to love picking up rocks when I was a kid and finding little grubs. They were so cute. Let's go in here, maybe? Oh, yikes. Is that Malcolm? You may not enter, brother. Prior's orders. Oh, okay, bye. This open court has only a well in the center. Perhaps this is where the monks practice fighting with the quarterstaff. Sure. Fight the well. That's it. Okay. The prior and other monks are in this refectory. Again, a word I do not know. So religious words I don't know. Refectory means a large room in a monastery, college, or school where meals are eaten. Oh, the calf. Hey guys, what's up? I don't recognize you. Who are you? I am Brother Eustace. Eustace Baggs. And what do you do here, Brother Eustace? I have joined your order so that I may serve Prince John as he deserves. Then you're welcome, Brother Eustace, if you can fight. There's not one of us that wasn't a soldier before we donned the black robes. Yeah, so basically a cafeteria. There are those with good cause to fear the skill of my arm, your worship. Or I would not be wearing this robe. Facts, I mean... Good. We'll have to put it to the test soon. Have you sworn to obey the vows of our order? Why would you have to test me if I have proven myself worthy of whatever? Oh, I've made many a solemn oath. Never fear. Have a care, Brother Eustace. Your tongue is a mite slippery for a man who has sworn humility and obedience. Please pardon me, your worship. Very well, but we are strict here. Any infraction is punished with lashings. Remember that. Okay. Sorry. I will not be sassy anymore. Goodbye. Silence is better than talk, brother. Okay. The Normans who built this fortress must have left behind the savagery of a Norman knight. A bit large and heavy to carry, I think. Okay. Was that it? Perhaps. Doorway is open, but I can see little in the darkness beyond. Sure. Yeah, okay. So these little dirt plots are actually tables. Can't go in here. The prior is in here. It's locked. I don't think I can go into any of the jail cells, which is fine. Hey Steve, good morning. Happy Pie Day. Yeah, Richard Pryor lives here, yeah. This would be more like Robin Hood Men in Tights, I think, if that were the case. Yeah. Hey Pecto, good morning. Happy Pie Day. I see desks and scrolls inside. This is a room set aside for study. Okay, can I go in? Richard the Prior Heart. It would be, yeah. I'm sorry, books where? This looks like maybe scrolls, but in nowadays wine. Both? I can't tell what's happening here. Scroll? Oh god. Okay, scrolls. To one of the communities you're in mentioned it. Nice. I kind of forgot it was Pi Day too. I know it's my I have a family member whose birthday is today, but I always forget that it's Pi Day. I cannot forget to text her. All right, herein is a most amazing account of the siege of Jerusalem. Christians, Greeks, and Syrians were joined in the assault. Count Raymond, Duke Godfrey, also Robert, Count of Normandy, and Robert of Flanders were there. Oh shit, I think I may have started. Can we read? Oh god. Oh my god. It's long. Crescent rolls you can make pies out of. Nice. You totally could. Like little hand pies, if anything. Yeah. I'm not gonna have any pie today. They built a siege tower of small pieces of wood, all that was to be had, and bound with leather thongs. They attacked with catapults and other contraptions, and daring soldiers launched stones and arrows from the siege tower. The Saracens within hurled from their slings, torches, and flaming brands soaked in oil and fat, and thus many died upon both sides. Byzantine, yeah. Yeah, Ottoman would be, yeah, that would be different. Yeah, yeah. Gosh, JetBlue, get your history right. Yes. I'm just kidding. I'm impressed that that's even recallable. I love history. I have the worst memory of anyone I've ever met, but history is one of my favorite like subjects or topics. Art and history. The history of art was like, that was a really fun class. But, you know, if it ain't Baroque. By noon the day dedicated to Venus, the wall by noon of the day dedicated to Venus, the walls were breached and taken. Franks and others poured in and pursued the Saracens. I'm guessing it's pronounced Saracens. Pursued the Saracens so that the enemy were driven to take refuge inside the holy places. Within the Temple of Solomon, 10,000 Saracens were decapitated. Not a soul was spared, neither the women nor the children. The squires and the poorest soldiers slit the bellies to search for jewels that had been swallowed, then burnt the bodies to thus search in the ashes for coins. After the massacre, the crusaders sacked the homes and took whatever they found there, rich or poor. However, Count Raymond allowed Turks, Arabs, and some 500 dark Ethiopians who had taken refuge in the Temple of David to depart alive after leaving all their money within the citadel. This is written by Geoffrey of Monmouth and his Historia Regum Britanniae. Ugh. Venus would be, I don't know, I hope it's a Tuesday. Who won the Civil War? Not the Don't ask me questions right now, I'm too tired. You know who won the Alamo fight? Not the Alamo. Would love to go to Constantinople, but failing that I would go to Istanbul. Istanbul was Constantinople. And while I'm planning on re-entering my history roots and taking another history class, hell yeah, nice. Zorro, yeah, Zorro won the Civil War, yeah. Yeah. I forgot, well, you should remember the Alamo. but also remember that it was a battle that was lost. You should remember more that Santa Anna was defeated at the Battle of some hill. Not Sam Hill, some hill that I can't remember the name of right now. Texas history gets drilled into your brain. If you grew up in Texas, at least in my neck of the woods or my era, that's as burned into your brain. That's as important as any other history. Bunkers, maybe not, well, maybe it wasn't a hill, but I don't know. It was after the Alamo. And we were kind of shitty about it. But that's the Texan way, right? Clint Eastwood won the Civil War. Isn't Texas a very proud state? Yeah. For like not always the best reasons. It's a weird thing. I don't know how to explain it. Like I'm like, yes, I will tell people that I'm from Texas, and I'm proud of the parts of Texas that I loved and that I grew up with, but holy fuck, Texas, don't live there. Like, no, it's terrible, you know, unless you live in like a really big city in Texas, maybe. Yeah. Texas is a shit show. It has a lot of really big and glaring and ferocious problems that are embarrassing. But yeah, I don't know, you know, yes, people from Texas will not let you not know that they're from Texas, will not let you not know. You will know if someone is from Texas. It gets really humid and hot. It can be. Where I grew up, it didn't get humid, but it got hot. Hey, hot dog. Share the sentiment with Ohio. I'm proud of where I came from, but I don't know if that you should say you go there. That's interesting. Goes that way for a lot of the American South. Yeah, it's true. Lived in Texas as a child, really, but I don't remember much of it. It was a small bean. Well, I hope you lived in a nice part of Texas. Like 5 to 7. Not always the most open to people who are, yeah. Not, but they will, but they won't. But then, like, you know, if you go to, it's kind of like anywhere. If you go to somewhere that's not like, you know, I grew up in like what I would call a more rural part of Texas, not a big city, kind of the middle of nowhere. But there's good people everywhere. It's just, you know, you might be surrounded by big dum-dums, and those big dum-dums might get voted into office and make dumb decisions. Texas is just big, so it feels like bigger dum-dum. Yeah. I'm very fortunate, I feel like, to have grown up and come from a very small, I feel like a very small town. And have the stances that I have, you know. I don't feel like I was poisoned by fear as a lot of people are. What am I talking about? It's you know what I mean. Y'all are cool. Hey, let's play this my karate stances. Yes. I didn't do karate. My brother did. I always wanted to. I really want to do jujitsu. Not jujitsu. Yeah. No. What was the thing I was doing for a while? I can't remember. With the punching bag. Maybe it was jujitsu. William of Newburgh reports this in the Historia Rerum Anglicarum like Anglican church type deal. It tells of a village at the mouth of the River Tweed in the northern regions. A poor but very evil man was buried, but at night would leave his grave and walk again. At his side would run a pack of barking dogs. This sight and sound threw the people into great terror until he returned to his grave at dawn. Those unlucky to be caught would have their blood sucked by the creature. The elders consulted, having heard other tales. Thus they hired 10 bold young men to dig up the horrible corpse and chop it to pieces and then burn it. Yet after it was destroyed, still a plague came and killed most of the people, and it was said the plague came from the Walking Dead. Spooky. That's a real book. I believe that. Did Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu as a kid and got thrown around a lot. Did you learn something? Did you feel you got stronger? Maybe it's not Jiu-Jitsu that I'm thinking of. It's not Krav Maga. Not Taekwondo. Maybe, no, it was Taekwondo actually that I think my brother did though. No, definitely learned how to grapple. That's good. That's important. I have a playlist on YouTube of the videos I would watch. God, I'm sorry I'm getting so distracted today. Like I said, please forgive me. Just ignore me today. I have no brain. It's all sleepy. Yes, I know. I listened to Animal Crossing music last night. Thanks, phone. Muay Thai. That's what it was. That was really fun. I want to get back into that. I still have the punching bag in here. One time I almost passed out. This guy had me in a chokehold that I didn't even understand I was in because I could still breathe normally. Then I heard a whooshing noise in my head and barely... Whoa, that's terrifying. Where? Protection of doing jiu-jitsu, big call of... Ah, ouch, yeah. Dang. That's scary if you don't know and then it just happens. Here in Sulpicus Severus Snape of the 5th century writes of the power of Saint Martin, who had gone to a pagan village and destroyed an ancient temple. He began then to cut down a sacred pine tree, but the priests of the place objected. Saint Martin explained that it was not holy, but the boldest of them challenged him. He said, "If you have such faith in this God you worship, we will ourselves cut down this tree. If you will allow us to allow yourself to be bound to the ground where it will fall, trusting only." This is the scariest shelf of scrolls I've ever read. Hi, Belcher. Good afternoon. We're talking about Muay Thai and being cut up into pieces. This Saint Martin allowed and was made fast onto the ground where the pagans thought no doubt could be that the tree would fall. As they cut, they cried out joyously, drawing a crowd. Saint Martin had no fear and waited patiently with full faith in the Lord. As the tree fell crashing, he lifted up his hand and the tree was driven back to fall in the opposite direction, nearly falling upon those who had cut it. Thus were the pagans dismayed, and the village brought under the salvation of God. Proper chokehold cuts off the blood to the brain rather than the air, so he had it on perfectly, and it didn't even hurt, really. I guess that's like a nice way. That's like a pacifist way to, you know. Yeah. Get someone out of your way. Say, hey, you're cool, but you need to go to sleep so I can get through here and rob this bank or something. Oh, the scroll describes the death of Attila, as written by Jordanes in the 6th century. I don't want to say Attila, it's not Attila the Hutt. Attila had an endless number of wives, as was it, maybe it is? That's not how you spell it, is it? But the excess of his indulgences in women, combined with too much wine, caused him to fall asleep upon his back, whereupon a bloody flux from his nose flowed into his throat and killed him. Fun fact, if you're partying with a friend and they're super drunk, not just because of that, don't let them fall asleep on their back. Don't let them pass out on their back, because they might yak and like suffocate. Make sure they're on their side. Not in any personal experience, just a thing that I remember learning and like burned into my brain. Yeah. Get them water, some bread, some coffee, and don't let them fall asleep on their back. I'm sure, I promise. I have hung out with very drunk people before. Thankfully, that has never been a situation that I have been in. The people of his race mourned him with great clamor. The men cut deep wounds into their faces so they would weep manly blood and what the fuck? Blood instead of tears. Also draw on their face with Sharpie. Yes, which is represented by this paragraph here. Yeah. So they will cry Sharpie manly tears instead of a sad lady water tears. The women wept and wailed and cut their hair, yet so terrible was Attila that his death can only be counted a blessing. So then why did they go through all this mourning? Right? It would just... No, I have blood and tears on me. I'm sorry, I'm way too enthralled and bored simultaneously by this screen. I needn't do anything with that. The duties of the cellarer of a monastery are described. He must be intelligent, mature of character, sober, have no greed, nor be lazy or insulting, nor boisterous. He should do nothing without the abbot's orders. Excuse me, golly. Ugh, the celery. Without the abbot's orders and do whatever he is ordered, he should not offend the brothers and should answer with humility and reason any untoward request. He should care for children, guests, and the sick and the poor. He's got a lot of jobs, damn. For by his treatment of them will he be weighed on the day of judgment. He is to look after the vessels and all sacred articles of the monastery. He is to give out equally and fairly the apportioned provisions to all brothers. This is written by Benedict of Nursia in the 6th century in his Regula. By Venetius Honorius. Do I get an achievement for this? Honorius Clementianus Fortunatus, taken from opera Patrologia Latina in the 6th century. 'Tis a poem entitled Curse on the Chef. No, don't curse your chef. Oh God, this makes me nervous already. Black-hearted wretch, all caked in smoke, face like a stew pot smeared with soot, like your utensils filthy black, you three-legged pot, you slimy pan, you don't deserve these verses mine. I'll make a charcoal sketch instead, whose shameful likeness will recall a pitch black-hearted man withal. And 'tis followed by Take It Easy, which reads as follows. Drop business and lawsuits on the Palatine. This festive table bids you dine and wine, let din of law and wrangling cases rest. The day is joyous to relax is best. That was a whiplash from those poems. I like the first one though. Angry poem. This fits the description Marion gave me. I'll tuck it into my sleeve. Okay, I'm glad I clicked the right one eventually. This scroll speaks what philosophers call atoms, which are so minute that they are indivisible and and cannot be cut or divided or further, but cannot. No, surely not. It is believed that these atoms sweep through the void of the universe, restlessly going in all directions. Some ancient philosophers consider that all things, grass, crops, trees, fire, water, spring from and are composed of these atoms. In Greek, tomos means division. Atomos means indivisibility. Thus writes Isidore of Seville in the etymologies in the 7th century. I'm assuming it could be Seville. Seville is in Spain. But I think there's a Seville in Europe, in England. If you're not reading it aloud, yeah. I'd be testing on you. Oh, great. It is from an Anglo-Saxon manual of astronomy written but a century ago. It notes how the sea flows according to the rising of the moon, and that a tree cut down during a full moon will be harder against worm eating than those cut down under a new. I get the sea part. A tree cut down during a full moon will be harder against worm eating than those cut down under a new moon. Okay. It is not stars, but fire that falls from the sky, being fire which flies from heavenly bodies, for stars are fixed as God placed them in the firmament and cannot fall as long as this world endures. I have so many sneaky body sounds from my unhealthy breakfast. That's what I get. It is not stars, but fire that falls from the sky, being fire which flies from the heavenly bodies, for stars are fixed, just God placed them. Yep, I already read that. Yet the moon, sun, and evening day star and 3 other stars are not fixed, and they move on their courses through the heavens, septem planetae. These 7 are called. No, my brain won't. It sure won't. Ugh. Here's a description of a palace in Constantinople called Magnara or Magna Aula, meaning the Great Court. The emperor's chair within this palace was so constructed that it could be raised to great height, even unto the sea. I swear to God, if we have a puzzle based on any of these things, I quit. I don't quit, but I forfeit temporarily. A chair could be raised to a great height, even unto the ceiling, and lowered again, so like a barber chair. Before the seat was a tree made of gilded bronze, in whose branches were birds of gilded bronze, which would utter notes to match their species. Gigantic lions of gilded wood or bronze had tails that would lash the ground, jaws that opened to emit roars with quivering tongues. This was written by Leopold in Antipodosis in the 10th century. From the Vita Caroli, written by Einhard in the 9th century, is a description of the habits of Charlemagne, the ruler of the Franks. It says that he was extremely temperate in partaking of food and drink, especially drink, and abhorred drunkenness. Drunkenness with 2 N's? Especially himself or any of his family. He ate only 4 courses in his daily meal and most dearly loved hunted meat roasted over a spit. During the meal, he would hear some sort of recital or entertainment of history and stories of ancient deeds. Often in summer, after a light meal of fruit, he would sleep for 2 or 3 hours, for he would wake 4 or 5 times during the night. Just relatable. He would admit friends, litigants, and do other business even while dressing if the need was urgent. He knew many foreign tongues and was exceedingly skilled in Latin. He valued scholars and had many learned teachers, and studied also rhetoric and astronomy. He would fill his bed with tablets and notebooks, attempting to learn the art of writing, though he advanced not far in this, having started late in life. The scroll contains a piece of history written by Paulus Orosius in the 5th century. It deals with Visorus, king of Egypt, in 480 Anno Domini. Dominus. Visorus declared war upon the Scythians and sent an envoy with The terms of submission. This only angered the Scythians. Thinking Visorus both rich and stupid, the Scythians warned him to beware of uncertainties of war. Then, to forestall the attack on them, they marched forth and attacked Visorus. Right? They drove Visorus out of his own realm, but the Egyptian army forced them to retreat until they were too severely hampered by marches to continue their war. Thereupon the Scythians instead subdued Asia in war lasting 15 years. They were only forced to return to their homeland by the demands of their wives, who threatened that if they did not return, the women would have children by men of other tribes. I feel like we're close. This is medieval Wikipedia, yeah. We gotta be close to the end. I'm not gonna remember what I've already read. The origin of glass. Did we read this one? It says glass came from, no, Phoenicia. Next to Judea, there's a swamp from which comes the river Belus at the base of Mount Carmel, and it flows for 5 miles into the sea. The sands are washed clean from the river where meals were prepared along the beach and have no stones to place under utensils. They put down lumps of the mineral natron from their ships. And when the natron burned, it mixed with the sand and the new liquid flowed but was translucent. Soon, by experimentation with other substances, they developed this art and learned to melt copper and natron within and afterward to blow the lumps into shapes like glass. A legend says that the man brought a glass vial to Tiberius Caesar, and threw it upon the ground. I threw it on the ground. It did not shatter, but dented like metal. The man could hammer it back into shape like metal, yet it was glass. Caesar asked if anyone else knew of this secret. The man said only he knew, whereupon Caesar had him decapitated, saying that if glass could be made that did not break, then gold and all metals would be worth no more than mud. Damn, what is that, plastic? Did they invent plastic? Yeah, we did read that one. I think we've read them all. Cool. I'm pretty sure we've learned everything. I'm gonna check this bottom one here. Yep, no, we read that one too. All right. I think we're all educated now, right? Okay, but I don't remember, I don't even remember Marion telling us to get a scroll. But okay. I thought we were here to save the sons. Every word burned into my memory. I remember Attila had people cried manly tears, and that glass was unbreakable, and that the moon made trees fall in different directions. History. Scribe's desk. Nothing to be seen from here, but oh, and celery. I remember that celery takes care of everyone. Dreariness of fens and dark shadow about the forest beyond. Another desk. No wonder monks go blind if they have no more light than this to work with at night. Attila the Fun. A sturdy chest. Can I open it? It's locked. Damn. Save. Someone has been studying here. All right. Don't know if we need whatever's in this chest, but God, I feel like we were there for a lifetime. At the top of these stairs, there's a locked door with a small barred window. Through it, I see a small prison cell with no one inside. No one. And how am I gonna get... This is locked. Empty. This is locked. This has a guy torturing another guy in here. Can I knock? I can just look. Can only look or go. Maybe I just needed the scroll. I really thought we were here to save. No, they were going to be hung in the city. They're not here. Sam and Dean are in town, not here. Pshaw. I can leave. Y'all can leave. I can leave now. I think. I did just save also, so. Yep, I would like to go there. What do you seek, brother? I wish to leave. The prior has not given permission for anyone to leave today. Ah, but the prior has given me a mission. Not permission, but a mission. Then I must have proof or word from the prior. Those are his orders. Until then, you may not pass. Prior. The prior is within, surrounded by torture devices with his unfortunate... Okay, so he's the one doing the torturing. Great. They swapped out. Answer me, speak, or I'll put weights on your feet and rip your arms from their sockets. Ouchies. That is literally the same outfit that Malcolm wears. Am I right? I'm totally right. Malcolm... Kyrandia 3. Oh, ahem. This is still progressing. I tell you, brother Eustace, I've never seen a more stubborn, stupid creature than this miserable dwarf. Yikes. Aye, he does look miserable. Wait, I got a picture of Malcolm. Picture of Malcolm. I've wasted enough time here. You're to stand guard and increase his pain in any way you can. When he's ready to talk, send for me. I'll be in the scribe's room. This same outfit. Literally the same. Except the shoes. I could have just waited, but I was impatient. Yay, we get to tour. Yay. And the belt. Yeah, the belt and the shoes are, and the hat, I guess. Well, no, he's not wearing a hat here. So we're gonna torture Malcolm. By the Blessed Lady, what a terrible pain he must be suffering. Can we just free him and get out of here? That'd make a good rat stew, but I've no time for that now. Dwarf is in too much agony to speak. Yeah, what do you want? Overrun with rats. I've never seen such a thing, but I can guess its purpose is to cause physical torment. This hideous device known as a strapado. The strapado? Alright. Talk. I can't pull on his body without causing worse pain than he already suffers. How do I get him down? Robin doesn't know how to rack it. I mean... bow and arrow I don't have because I'm a monk. Who knows how many victims of blah blah blah. Can I go up here? I want to help you, sir. How do I help you? Yeah, I feel like this would be a common torture device. A light source is too high and small to afford any means of escape. The ropes on this of the strappado are designed to slowly tear a victim's limbs from their sockets by the weight of his own body. Ouchies. Can I release it? Ah! Oh, okay. Whew. That did not look like anything I could twist or crank. Peanut butter on... Oh, yeah. Something about you set me free. Shrivel his black soul. I'm no servant of his. So such kindness makes you a giant among men, and men are giants indeed when I am amongst them. How can you jest when you still shake with pain? But I am Bulk the Jester, don't you know? Okay, so just a jester outfit, I guess. Court Jester, to God save him, Richard Coeur de Lion. What? Your King Richard's own jester? Then our king is free? I will never betray my beloved master, so if this is some filthy trick to win my trust... Nay, listen well. I will place my life in your hands to show my good faith. I am no monk. I am Robin Hood. Oh, sorry. Should that mean something? Only that I am the most hunted outlaw in all England. You have but to whisper my name to these monks and I'm a dead man. Pray pardon me. I've been on the crusades with Blessed Mary protect him, our beloved king, for many years. Alas, he's still a prisoner in Europe. But how came you here? My master sent me ahead of him, so I escaped Leopold's ambush, but upon reaching England, I fell into Prince John's hands. May he suffocate in awful. Oof. He turned me over to these monks who seem to know you well enough. I swear by the Virgin Mary, I'm not one of them. The prior swears by the Holy Three, yet he tortures me. How would you have me prove myself, Fulk? Why should you want to? As I love my king, I swear I will not leave here unless I take his devoted servant with me, and I will not leave here without my verses. I beg your pardon? They're written upon a ragged bit of scroll wrapped around a wooden cylinder. The prior, may the devil feed him dung for eternity, has taken them. But wait, we said the one that Marion had spoken of. The prior seeks to decode the secrets of my verses, but he must not, nor or I will have failed my trust. The trust my king placed in me. Return my scroll to me and I'll never doubt you again. Okay, but is it the one that I have? Or a different one? This one? Oh. You wish to give me a hand, I see, but I have 2 hands and that is enough for any man, and so I shall leave it in better hands with thee. Alright, so not that one. Alright, BRB. An awful way to die. Wait, but we just read all of these. It's gonna be the poem one, isn't it? Maybe? Sup? Pardon me. Brother Eustace, is the conjun broken? Have you loosened this half-wit tongue? Nay, your grace. Then what are you doing here? One of your more trusted brothers arrived to take my place and bade me tell you he'd break the door for you soon enough. Which brother dared you to countermand my order to you? Forgive me, your worship. His name has fled my poor brain. 'Tis a poor brain indeed, a bacon brain more full of fat than sense. Do what you will for now. I'll deal with your punishment and his later. Cool. Cool goblet. I'm gonna take it. Allow me to refill your goblet, your worship. You stupid, clumsy, wordless... clean up this mess. I'm going to my tower to wash out my robe. Gonna look good for the non-existent ladies. Aye, clumsy as a fox, your worship. Why did I do that? Is that what that's what I needed? That scroll? Got it. It's a good thing I was careful to knock over the goblet in such a way that the scroll wasn't damaged, right? I was just thinking that. Alright, toodaloo. Fulk is still here as I left him. Good. Here you go. Ah, different scroll. That one. Hot that just looks like a giant pig in a blanket. There you go. Here you go. Bless you, Hooded Robert. Robin Hood. Sorry. No matter, we must turn our wits to escape. There is a way, a secret way. Follow me.
$43 whole months? Wowzers. Totally worth 10/10 PCO heart.
Totes worth. I hope so. Bro. You don't have to do that. Thank you for that resub. The monks, sorry, this is gonna continue without me. The monks brought me in this way. It looks like a solid wall something. Please, let's go at once. As soon as they discover I'm gone, they'll come looking for us. Okay. Oh, yep. Okay. Pause. It's easier to just never unsub. Well, I appreciate it either way, no matter what. Sub or no sub, it's good to see ya. Oh, that was the door. Hello. Happy Tuesday of Tuesdays. It feels like a Tuesday. I hope you're doing well. I hope you continue to enjoy your sneaky hiding couch and your emotes. It's Thursday, but it's Tuesday. But it's Thursday. But it's Tuesday. I know it's easy to forget names, but I think I'd make an effort if someone said, right? You got the R part right, I guess. You don't meet many Robins anymore, I don't think. But this would also be not nowadays. This looks suspicious. Are we just gonna float to the gate? Yeah, quite a mouth on that gargoyle. Let's hit it. The topmost gargoyle is beyond my reach. This gargoyle's tongue feels a trifle loose, but nothing happens when I pull upon it. It's unpleasant to touch as to look upon. This gargoyle may have shifted slightly by my touch, but it may have been a trick of the water. Slimy, nothing. Thank the Virgin it didn't bite my fingers, though I almost thought I felt it move at my touch. Yeah? Can't reach it even with my gondola pole? Please, let's save it once. It's bad enough I must get in this flimsy boat. I feel like I should save in case we're dying. Just back it on up. Get out of the... Wait, wait. Where am I going? No. Okay, back here still is fine. I think I'd given you up for dead. Are we going to escape this, or is this your strange idea of a good time? Both? Okay, so the in-betweeny bits are nothing. This feels the most suspicious. Can I not, like... What troubles you so, my friend? You were brave before. A gypsy foretold that I'd one day die by water. I hate the water. Okay. Sorry. I have to talk to it? When I howl, the rocks listen and the stones obey. Beware of my voice, for it's the voice of death. Rad. So what's the story in this game? Robin Hood, us, the main character, is trying to save the king who was kidnapped. The rightful king. Gosh, what was the question? Ineptus. If I were not stone, I would leap from here and devour you. You look delicious. Were we having fun yet? Do not look upon me. I am utterly deformed. A curse upon the stonecutter who gave me such a face. Didn't know you could talk to them. You are as stupid as a sack full of hammers. Thanks. Do not bother me. I am thinking about weighty imponderables. Okay. Did we talk to this one? Yeah. Oh shit. As suspected, you've trapped yourself. Will you surrender or rot in hell? You'll be there before me. Vocalist, speak. Aye, master. Call death upon the head of yonder sinner. That was violent and swift. Hey, good old hot dog. He sure did. He did, yeah. No, nay, go back to our, sorry, not restart. Restore. So how do I get the attention of this gargoyle? I can't pay it. Thank Coax. Hope y'all are doing well. Let me read the scroll. Read the... Take off the robe here and me with not a stitch of clothing underneath. I think not. Many hot dogs. Yeah, I was just thinking that. And nothing to my touch. That move sound effect makes me think of like RPG horror games for some reason. Which I heard that like RPG Maker is coming to the Switch or something. I don't know. It's a little wild. Hi, retro gaming. Hell yeah. Okay, so this is the gargoyle that kills me no matter for like that's at least a purpose that it has. It's darker than you thought. Feels a trifle loose, but nothing happens when I pull upon it. Unpleasant. Trick of the water. Slimy. Almost thought I felt it move at my touch. I've never used it. I've seen games and I think played some that were made in it, but no, I haven't. You also saw that a few days ago? Yeah, I feel like that could be interesting. Hopefully the like UI is easy enough to use. I don't know if I'll ever play it, but can't pay any of them. Can't read the scroll because that's what Marion wants. What the fuck? We'll just back it up. Oh shit. There's only a wall here. The water goes no further. Please, let's return to the gate and let's leave at once. But you told me that this was your escape plan, but not how to get through the gate. All right. Used to make games with the creator in Neverwinter Nights. Often wonder about RPG Maker. Well, that could be your opportunity if you so desire. Maybe soft block, missing something? Maybe? I hope not. I feel like this was all we could get. I mean, I can leave still. It might not be a soft block. But I mean, if I'm missing something, then it would be out. Oh, hi. There's the imposter who freed the dwarf Kilimo. Sorry. I heard it took 12 monks to subdue poor Robin. Aye, but in the end they dunked him in the fens with stone weights around his neck. I ne'er venture close to that evil fens again now that Robin has become a will-o'-the-wisp. A shame. Wait, is this the same? Might not be now sleeping with the fish. I don't know if that's the same death that we got for annoying the boatman. Alright, but if he's in here, then maybe... Oh, but they mentioned the will-o'-the-wisp both times. Okay, then that's what threw me. I can't go in here. Can't leave. This is all gonna be death. Sup? Oh, the gemstone copy. Yeah, true. Could be. I don't think I'm missing anything. I don't know what... Unless I could get, like, food to feed one of those mouths or something of interest to one of the spooky faces. So far, every room has killed me. Yep. Goodness. So sleepy. Lots of death. Can't go to the well. Can't go up here, I don't think. No one inside. Perhaps I should ask the dwarf. Volk, how did they raise the gate? Forgive me, I have no idea. I was blindfolded until they brought me inside and set me on the dock. Great. Great. Ha, great. Gate. You didn't hear anything? You didn't feel anything? I tried. That makes sense, right? Nothing happens when I pull on this one. I can't reach this one, but can I get help to reach it? Can I make this guy reach it? Well, I hope neither of those are true, Jablook. Rip. Wait, why rip? Wait, what? Really? Back? Okay. Hi. Sorry. Yeah, that seems like a Twitch thing. Believe it or not, with how many issues we have. Yeah. Okay. Let me know if it keeps happening now. We will have an ad in approximately 6 seconds, so that's a thing. Okay, so... He doesn't know anything. Now we're dead. Yeah, that's why it came back. It knew there was an ad coming. Ah, no, I didn't want to leave. So I guess I can't mess with this. Nice, bro. That's true. I mean, if you've got that sweet prime, it counts towards our sub goal that we're trying to maintain for the month in order to be a... Fuck, I don't even know what it's called. They've changed it. A piece of premier partner, but not a partner. Y'all know what I mean. This one. Plus. A plus. A PP, a plus program point. PP point. Yeah, it's like playing Pokemon. You need more PP points to do all of the attacks. Okay, but really, I need this guy to tell me more. PP. PP points. Bulk. How do I raise the gate? Forgive me, I have no idea. I was blindfolded until they brought me inside and set me on the dock. And then... What troubles you? The water. It does, yeah, like a little subtle... The river kind of does it too, but it's a little more active. Yeah, it's nice. Nice little touch. What do I do? I mean, unless I don't have a bow staff or a bow. Yeah, I'm dead. God, that's so freaking violent every time. Okay. Flimsy boat. Probably need to touch the gargoyles in a certain order. Oh my god, it wasn't something that we read, was it? Oh no. I don't think we read anything about the gargoyles, but they all are themed. Oh my god. No, but now if I go back to the scroll room, I die. Unless I reload a save. No, I don't think we read anything about, like... hungry... humor... hideous, foolish, malicious, thoughtful. And the maw. Brute force. Can't even, yeah, I can't reach this one. That's why I was hoping he would help me. Do I have magic in this game? No, not yet at least. We don't. Topmost gargoyle is beyond my reach, and that's the only one that I can't reach. Even with my whatever you call a gondola pushing stick. Cast open. Open. Fetch. Let you peep into your lover. I did. I don't need more. The totally couth monks took them from me. I feel like we could take this guy. We just took the stick from the boat and just... He looks so angry. Like you could flip his head upside down and he'd look the same. Like the, what's that? The guy who teaches you moves in Okami. Who's like an old man, but then his head turns upside down. That. You could do that with this guy. Yeah. He cast Earth 3 on your head. Yeah, he did. He's got Titan in here. Alright, I don't know what to do. We're gonna pause. We're gonna take a little break. Think about it. Hey, Wesley. Long time no see. Yeah, I hope you're doing well. Happy day of the week. Smoothie. Ah! Good afternoon. Yes, I'm going to maybe go make a smoothie. Otherwise, I'm gonna have a handful of Cheerios. I don't know if MJ's on a call right now, then I might not be able to make a smoothie. Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, we're gonna take a little break quick though, or as long as it takes for me to maybe make a smoothie and try out the helpline. I feel like I need to. When we come back, hopefully we will continue to solve this. I don't believe it is active. I think we might have called it on stream once, and someone in California who might have been Spanish that answered. I don't know. I don't think it's still active. Tiefin, thanks for the good vibes. Cool. Get up, stretch, move around, mute the TikTok-y sounds, and get some water, get a snack, and we'll be back in just a few. Okay, sorry. How about a chinchilla in the house? If they don't get medical problems, they have a cat-dog lifespan. I've heard, and maybe this is not cool, but I've heard chinchillas are mean. Is the household chinchilla mean? Short lifespans. Yeah. No, he's sweet. Aww. You'll Discord him? Yes, please do. I had a gerbil, his name was Dexter, and oh my god, he lived, I feel like, a long time and had an awesome house. Like, I remember like wanting to take care of his home because it was so cool. It's like, I wish I lived here. This is like a fucking playground. And then I got a gecko. I got a gecko that I named Crim because I'm a .hack fangirl. And Crim, we had to buy food for him in a place that had chinchillas. And I was really tempted to get one. Chews on nails and won't stop to the point of pain if you, oh my gosh. Oh. Survive must be a fighter. What is that supposed to mean? I would get a gecko again if they didn't have to eat loud fucking crickets. That was the only issue I had with having a gecko. Like, trying to sleep at night if a cricket survived. You know? They were covered in like protein. Some kind of powder. But he was so cool because he would just hang out on you. Man, he was a leopard tail gecko. I would get one of those again. And I would get a gerbil again. I totally would. Do adults get gerbils? Surely they do, right? We had friends who had a lot of hamsters. So I think I just kind of wanted a hamster, but a gerbil was smaller. I feel like if you have a hamster, you know, hamsters have like a distinct smell, but it's just the wood chips, right? Anyways, I need to get through this gate. Any thoughts? Because I have none, clearly, except that hamster is a thing. We had a ball to put him in. I had a friend at the time who like dropped him from a twin. Oh, that's MJ. It's like, what is that noise? MJ packing the stupid wrong laptop for return because you can't take it anywhere to return it. The only option was to have someone from UPS come and pick it up at a we don't know what time of day. And we also don't know whether or not it needs to be packed well or not. So it's like either we don't pack it well and we get charged for it being broken, or we do and we have to pay for the packaging. Hi, y'all. Happy Tuesday. Chinchillas are super soft, but you can't get them wet because they can actually get mold in their fur. They also have a lot of dietary limitations. Interesting. Do people like clean their chinchillas, or chinchillas like I would imagine they would like be a self-cleaning. I guess I never thought about like cleaning a hamster or a gerbil or anything. Are they like cats? Do they like lick their own fur? Because if you clean one, you'd have to get like a tiny blow dryer, right? Cicadas in Texas? Yes, I did. To my memory. Where I live now, I'm about to get, I don't know if y'all have heard about the like the double the double brood. I'm excited. So I know I'm about to die. Whatever. I love cicadas. Cicadas are so cool. They roll in very fine dust. It can be messy, but it's adorable. Aww. A small hamster pool. You need a hamster pool and then like a sun lamp though. I got sunburned yesterday in 60-degree, partly sunny weather. Yesterday I got sunburned on my hike. I came home and I was like, oh. Hello outside. But yeah, I think cicadas were a thing, yeah. Dust relevant too? Oh, not Argentilla. Oh, okay. That sounds adorable. Yeah, we're about to get, there's two broods, like one further in Illinois and one a little bit on the northern side of northern, is that a word? More northern side of Illinois kind of area range, and I think we're gonna get at least one of those. And people apparently are either like running away or coming to it to see both. Yeah, because of how loud it is, right? Yeah. I'm kind of excited. I don't know when it's supposed to start. I'd imagine, who knows with this weather, honestly. It was 60 yesterday. It's 40 today. It's going to be 30 this weekend and then 40 again. I like cicadas. I think they're super cool. I've always liked cicadas. They're cool. They're nostalgic. They do cool shit. They shed cool shit. You know, like you find the weird skin on a tree. I remember like, ooh, that's something I haven't thought about in a long time. There was, I don't know. In all seriousness, I'm a dumbass, and my brain is so dumb and tired. I feel like I'm so off today. If you have thoughts for this screen for what I should do, please tell me. I will allow it presently. Please, yeah. There was a girl at like a church camp that I went to that gave me a snake skin once, and like. I think that might have been the first time I fell in love. Is that weird? Can I poke the tongue? Not with this pole, right? With my gondola pole, right? You would think I would be able to, right? Take the robe. No, it thinks I'm taking the robe off. My first crush was a snake. I'd believe that. Snakes are cool. I don't know. I like reptiles. Maybe the snake skin, actually, honestly. Yeah, I didn't really know the girl because I was like 10 probably, and it was church camp. The snake skin. I might still have it, honestly. Ooh. What happened to it? Oh god, I hope I still have it. I kept it for a long time. They don't care about their owner. Yeah, well, some of them, I feel like some of them are a little more caring than others. Like, there are people who have like bearded dragons, I think, that are more, I don't know. And maybe it's all in your brain. Maybe you're just pretending. Like I had the gecko and thought like, oh yeah, we're cool. But who knows? Had a garter snake when you were growing up as a baby teen and avoided it like the plague. Okay. Yes, thank you. I know I'm dying. So if I try to use with my hand on any of these, nothing seems to happen aside from moving this one and this. I think it's this one and this one have like a little move effect. This is the one that kills us, technically. I can talk to them all. I can look at them all and it tells me like what their sin is or whatever, you know. It is 7, isn't it? Avoided it once I learned it eats mice, yeah. There was a time, I think it's different now, but there was a time where like a PetSmart that I used to go to wouldn't, I wanted a snake. I was gonna get a snake. My mom was like, no, you're not. But I thought I was gonna get a snake. So we went to PetSmart and they were like, no, we don't sell them here because of that, because they eat mice, because they eat rodents. They're like, we can't sell them here because they might eat the other inventory, I guess. You're watching the Jablook, do you know? Jablook knows. Your brain went nope. Yeah, a mouse, that would feel kind of bad. Crickets was a little different. Can you give me a hint? Do you know a hint that would be helpful? I feel like a dum-dum. But that's not unusual for today. I'm not gonna lie. Today is the day of Poe should just be napping and not streaming and not smacking her straw. It's about using the hand. It's about using the hand. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. Okay. This guy. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Well, I can't reach this. The obvious one I can't reach. It is out of my reach. Then there's this one, but nothing happens. A sound effect happens if I pull this one and this one. No, we didn't. We surely didn't read anything that was related to gargoyles. I'm like 98% sure. I kind of hate that. I kind of hate that it happens every time. It makes me cringe a little bit. Oh. Okay. I don't know if I can't deal with having to use my brain today. My brain is toxic. My brain is full of snakes. Who? Wait, who? Oh, yeah, right? The prior lady, not a lady. Not a lady, but yes, not helping us much. Yeah. A jester in particular. Words. I feel like even my face is asleep. Sorry for yelling. I don't know what to do. I'm quite close to getting it, but is it something that I should have learned in the scroll room? Because I can go back to a previous save and re-educate myself. I have no idea. So it's a pattern thing, eh? All right. No, yeah. Sure. Sure. Okay. I'll reload. Just in case. I mean, I could be totally wrong. I swear we read everything in here. We got super edumacated, right? Unless it's deeper than that, and if that's the case, then my brain won't be able to handle it right now because I'm essentially half asleep. I'm overthinking it. Great. I do that. I tend to do that. So should I just go back to the... I should just go back. Going back. I'm overthinking it. You have thoughtful look. You have hungry look. Good morning, Vicky. Help me. Good morning. I hope you're doing well. I'm so tired and so lost. I want to just fall into this water that's laid before me. Me neither. I don't know what's going on either, to be fair. Full on the grade itself? I tried. It's not that interesting of a puzzle if you want to know the answer. Sure. I'm too much of a lump today. I'd take it. I'd take it. It is Pi Day. Yeah, 3 point. And there's like a if you Google, I did this the other day to look up a thing for something for for like a points thing. If you go to Google and use their calculator, there is a fun Simon Says Ask game that you can play. We can learn the numbers of pi just for funsies. Thoughtful, hungry, foolish. Yeah, like 2 3. Okay, this is thoughtful. Right? Hungry. Oh, foolish. Ah, good call. I mean, you knew. Wait, no. Ah! Okay, we know what to, thank you, Jiblu. Yes. Thank you, because this, no. Yeah, I hate it. Okay. Fine. Thoughtful. Hungry. Foolish. And this is the hidden counterweight to raise the great. How are you, what? Y'all are with me on this, right? Think you just brute forced it? Yeah, because, I mean... I need to go to sleep. Counterweight! We got it! I know, I almost did. It's true. You've done it. We're free. We... Shh, listen. They've discovered our escape. Thank the blessed lady, the fog is so thick in these waters, it'll hide us until we reach the shore. So I guess that's what the noise, the bing bing is. My poor words of gratitude could never express what is in my heart. Let me give you 2 parting gifts to show my sincerity. Take these ragged verses of mine. They hold secrets within secrets, treasures within treasures. Cool, thank you. That boat is I clicked. Something by the Virgin, a magnificent ring of lapis lazuli set in silver. Whoa. Pretty perfect for an engagement ring. No ordinary ring either, my master. God save the king that saved the life of a magician during the siege of Jerusalem. The magician gave him 2 magic rings, the ring that commands fire and the ring that commands water. So this is the water ring. The abbot of Nottingham, may his brain be infested with leprous maggots, has taken the ring that commands fire for himself. So we should get that one back. Whosoever wears that ring cannot be harmed by fire, however hot. What you hold in your hand is the ring that commands water, and truth that commands elemental... Wait, so you were... Commands elemental spirits or other such beings that live in water, like a rusalka. I bet you keep it safe, and I charge you, if ever you can deprive that fat scabrous abbot of the fire ring, you will be doing your king a noble service. I give you my word, but my wits to it. It can be done. I will find a way. Then I commend to you these bits of... For some reason, the like white on green is easier to read than this. The tomfoolery that I call this verse. Within them, you will find the key to unlock the ring of fire. The ring of fire. Farewell then, I'm off to find Queen Eleanor and serve her until my master, bless him, is returned to us. Farewell, folk. We shall meet again if God wills. Sorry, Volk, I'm not bored. I'm just tired. I hurried back to camp as quickly as I could, arriving shortly after dusk to find the men anxiously waiting for my return. Would that this ring Volk gave you that could make you invisible. Right. Then you could walk into Nottingham Castle and free the widow's sons. If you think I acted wrongly, nay, Robin, it's a clever trick you have pulled, and freeing the king's own jester was a fine deed. But Hob and Dickon will hang as soon as the sheriff pleases. Tomorrow may be our last chance to rescue them. Fuck, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to yawn every 5 seconds. And then let us sleep now. We'll need all our strength and cunning to save those men. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I know. Ooh, a thingy on the ground. Oh, the robe of the monk. You also need, we should, honestly. I'm team napping. I could nap right here. I'm not going to, but I could. Bah. You're looking thoughtful. Running on like 3 hours, so it's completely fair. Same. Hey, yo. If I could high five you, I would. A 4 for me, I think. But, you know, whatever he said. Plus, Hob and me grew up together. He's like one of my own brothers. Snore ASMR. Much, I swear, I'll do all I can to save them. Oh no, there were 3 of them? I thought there were only 2. There were 3 of them. So it was an who gives a fuck about an Oxford comma kind of moment. I thought it was, oh, okay. All right, cool. How the hell can people function with 3 hours? Right? How? Ha! Oh my gourd. Oh my squash. Ah! I did not mean to do that. That was intense. The whole desk vibrated. Alright, okay. Boop, ba-doop. I think the poor widow will die if she loses all her... Yeah, we're gonna save them. We're gonna save. Not there. We're not a friar. And we... All right. Let's take one more break. And I'm going to not belch into the microphone, but I am going to make a smoothie. And it will wake me up temporarily and then make me very tired afterwards, because that's what it always does. It gives me energy and then I get tired. I could break nap. No, not a nap yet, but yeah, probably soon. I definitely could. BRB. And oh, I should pause. Yeah, okay, BRB. Okay, we're back. We have a smoothie with crunchy seeds in it. Steve, I know you're not probably here anymore, but if so, have a great rest of your day. Otherwise, we're gonna do a little bit more A little bit more. And then I'm gonna go back to sleep, I think. I'm sorry to say. I have my smoothie, but I'm a lump. I'm a pile. Mm-hmm. Hmm. So now we need to save the sun, the 3 suns. Yeah. Don't know if I need, I feel like I need my disguise. I'll need to take care if I'm to pass as one of these militant monks. It's always so hard to talk after smoothie cold. I'll take with me only what I feel necessary. Yeah, that would be fine. It would be fine. You know. The odds were in your favor. Sheriff has no time for me. Oh yeah. Hmm. Wait, where are they being? I feel like I missed some important information. What? She and her goat are not here. Ooh, brain freeze. I should not be here without my regular garb. That would be bad. Bup. I wish there was a fast travel for the cave. It's true. I don't know how this will help. Eh? A monk? Hmm. Top of the day to you, brother. Thank you. Did you want something? It brings you to Watling Street. I'm not really supposed to discuss it with strangers. But one would miss you for quite some time if you didn't return. Oh, mercy, don't hurt me. Why, I've done nothing but talk to you. There's no need to panic. Yet. Yeah. You wouldn't harm a man of such of the cloth, would you, sir? And how is that a man of the cloth requires so much cloth to cover his enormous belly? Wow. What of those who go hungry while you eat well? Well, yeah, my smoothies. and those who are forced to toil upon the abbot's grandiose abbey. Is it nap time yet? What a useless bloody conversation this is. Ah, you're right, may I go now? I'll think about it. Let him go. Yeah, whatever. Right? Indecision. I decided. Ah. We'll try again. And then it might be nap time for Bo. I'm struggling. Ah, he's going the other way. Wait. Why? No, don't shoot. Hey. I grow weary of this tired refrain. Have mercy. I could kill him, or maybe... Ah! That feels bad. Ah! I'll have your robe now. Aye, whatever you want. Anything, don't kill me, I beg you. Take my robe, but spare me, have mercy. I trow a monk threatening you with a bow is like swatting a fry. Can tell I haven't had one in a long time with a catapult. It gets the job done, but with far more effort than is needed. Don't kill him! No. What? Okay. Ah, have mercy, O good friar. How can you consort with these thieves and rogues? Take me to town and the abbot will reward you well. Keep chopping or I'll reward you with the flat of my blade again. Again. Just spanking. So I got his disguise. Robin, why you make a fine figure of the monk in that robe? Bless you, my son. Take good care of our guest. I'm off to Watling Street. Ah! It's not very nice. When he's finished with this, I'll take him out to gather more firewood to chop. He'll know the true meaning of honest work when I'm done with him. Have mercy. Ah! Okie doke. Yeah, he was kind of keen on that, right? But I think now I can go to the castle. Good sir, please allow me to administer to those poor souls in your dungeon. I ask you, sorry I have my orders. Of course, I've been persuaded to bend the rules a bit from time to time. By bribery? 1. I wonder if this gift would soften your heart for a deal your dearly desire to shrive the souls of those poor outlaws in your dungeon. Better. Mm. Mm-hmm. Wants a whole coin. Selfish Hubert. A gift sub, yeah. Gift sub to Hubert. Robert got Robert. Roger Giles. Escort this monk to the dungeon and let him speak to the prisoners, but make it quick. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Hmm. You can wait for me upstairs through the trap door. Sorry, you can't leave you alone in here. Get on with it. My sons, I have come to pray for your wicked souls. Lift up thine eyes and attend to me. A pox on you, monk. But that's a hooded man. We see you now, brother, and with glad eyes. What would you say to us? That salvation may yet be yours if you follow my path. Wherever you lead us, brother, we will follow if God wills. Aye, if God wills, for this is my duty to take, for it is my duty to take you from the darkness and into the light. And I shall not fail in my duty, even should the devil himself block my path. That's enough. Shrive their souls and be done with it. Have faith, my sons. Domine dirige nos. Come with me before the sheriff comes along. Blah, blah. Hmm. May I go and pray over at them at great. It was short, right? Once was risky enough. I daren't take that chance again. Alright. Me neither. Money well spent, right? I don't know. We got points, I think. Maybe we need to learn something more at the pub. We haven't had to go to the pub yet. We haven't. Well, we did go to St. Mary's. All right. I hate to do this so much with every fiber of my being. I'm so tired. The smoothie is doing good things, but I am tired. And I'm sorry, because I know we didn't have a stream yesterday. Yeah. I agree. I'm gonna fall over.